Welcome back, everyone. It is the Failed Author, another Battlefield 3 video. You already know because that's pretty much all I post at this point. I'm the Failed Author. If you like classic Battlefields, classic Call of Duty's bowling videos, I'm doing a new segment, Tier List Tuesdays. I've got 2 queued up. They're coming out by the time this is out, they'll already be up. Yes, and I'm putting all my tier lists that I've done over the years into one nice home, a nice playlist on the channel. Same with all the Battlefield 3 videos. So if you like Battlefield 3 and you've just stumbled across this, go ahead and look on the channel. There's a playlist. Today we're talking about the Saiga-12k. The Saiga shotgun. Ah, yes. Some mad lad at one point in time said, I like the AK-47 and I like shotguns. What if I made them together? Question mark? Put them together? So there you go. That's what you end up with. I don't know why I took so long to actually join the game here. I'm just like staring at the deploy screen. But maybe I was contemplating my life, which I do often. And again, as I say, I do miss Battlefield 3 every time. And I'll say it every time that I make this. Ignore the lag spiking. My connection was not always that great. I had to switch internet providers not too long ago. And I actually went with the phone company, the cell phone company, Verizon, because they offer that, 5G modem at your house. I gotta say, don't listen to anyone. If they're offering me $35 internet a month, and it is better, the speeds are so much faster than the cable company, just do it. Just make the switch. You can cancel it within like 30 days or so. So just try it. And I've heard some people go like, hey, what if because it's built off, 5G cell phone towers. They're like, what if the cell phone towers go out? And I'm like, then I think we have a bigger issue at hand. But we're talking about the Saiga today. It's a really good shotgun. Just get right to it. Extended mags, throw in an optic because the iron sights on this one are duty. Most of the shotgun iron sights are actually pretty good. This is about the only one that I would recommend running an optic of some sort pretty much all the time. So that's what we did. We're here in North Shore Canals. Another map, or I shouldn't say another weapon that is absolutely just designed for this. We did the legendary Battlefield 3 thing where you kill each other at the same time. You gotta love it. Even though I was peppering them with a shotgun. Interesting, to say the least. This was not a gun that I used a lot in my first playthrough of Battlefield 3, all the way back in the day, in 2011. It definitely wasn't one that I used a ton, last year, 2024, my final run of the game. It's good, a little inconsistent with the fire rate, and that's the problem I have with this weapon. I have with the M1014. Sometimes you can feel like you're shooting it fast and it's efficient and it's going great. Sometimes you're pulling that trigger and nothing feels like it's happening. It's not coming out. And that is a problem because getting one-hit kills with this thing is definitely possible, but it's not always going to happen, which means you're going to have to inevitably pull that trigger and spam that person. Doesn't always work. And that leads to some frustration. But I mean, overall, I'd say a very fine weapon. You can't really complain about it. It's one of those weapons, too. Isn't it funny in this map? Hold on the brakes. That people would set up those spawn beacons, and I hated when they would do this. Dude. They would spawn beacon and then, pick like support and then rain down C4s and launch them. I despise that. It's like literally the anti-Santa Claus. They're not giving you gifts. They're raining down bombs, and that sucks. That happened, with a frag grenade that I got killed earlier with. But I've seen it many times. And maybe it was this game. Maybe we're going to get logged in, the memory banks here. And I'm going to be like, oh no, the flashbacks that is going to happen. And we're going to start seeing C4s being rained from above. Which I hate. It's okay. Another thing that I remember... Okay, so like pre-patched frag rounds for the shotguns were such a problem. And yes, everyone used the USAS, the AA-12, whatever you want to call it. And it was an absolute nightmare with frag rounds because not only was it killer up close, you could clear an entire room, you could wipe an entire team almost, it felt like. The thing was, you could use pretty much any shotgun with the frag rounds. And the Saiga-12, definitely near launch, was an absolute menace with the frag rounds too. People don't understand how, like, you can shoot the slugs across the map, and I tried doing this once in recording gameplay, and I don't think I have it because I didn't do particularly good. But one thing that was fun was picking something like I would always use the 870 and then put on the thermal optic on a night map like Turan Highway. You know, it'd be really fun to use the 870 thermal optic in the slugs because you could use it effectively as a mid-range sniper rifle, even though it's a shotgun. And that was really cool. Oh, here it is. Here it is, boys. There it is. The raining of C4s down the map. Now, I know that person looked like they were on the ground. Look at that triple kill. Look at all the C4s in the kill feed. It's so nuts. I hated that. I despised it. You know why? Because I wasn't good like that. That's usually why you hate most things in video games for the most part. That's not like obviously broken. Like, I hate quick scoping. You know why? I suck at quick scoping. If I was the best quick scoper ever, I'd be quick scoping every map. But I'm not. This gun, I don't think I have the flèche rounds, but that's usually what I would recommend. Because you're not getting one-hit kills all the time. You want that extra range from the flèche rounds. Who's old enough to remember beta Battlefield 3? I was playing beta on the PlayStation 3, and I had the 870 with the flèche rounds. I remember you could shoot people damn near across your line of sight. So almost half the map, it felt like. Depending on, it was Metro in the beta, right? So imagine how big, you know, Metro is. You could shoot people from so far out. It was just insane. I missed that. Nah, I'm so glad they fixed that. It would have been a GD nightmare if that would have continued through. The Saiga, in like theory, is so cool. It's an AK-47 style shotgun. It's the same action, right? And that's dope. Because the AK-47 or the AK-74M in this game is cool. The RPK-74M is cool. We love it. So you get the reliability of the AK with the power of a shotgun. It's so cool. We love it. Again, if you haven't, go ahead and hit the subscribe. Like, let me know. You can see the C4s raining down. You got to help a brother out. Subscribe. We're actually showing and growing here. We went from 100 or so subscribers about last year. We're up to 449 as of time of recording. So we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So by the end of 2025, we're trying to get 1,000, trying to get to 1K. Hoping we can make it happen. I am now switching to a weekly upload schedule. It's going to be posted in my channel. Tuesday is going to be tier list days. Friday is going to be Battlefield 3 until I run out of Battlefield 3 clips, and then so on. I might post randomly throughout the week if I feel the need to do so with some other videos. But I am posting YouTube Shorts pretty regularly. Not super consistent, but as of recording right now, I have like almost a week's worth. You know, and the YouTube Shorts, they're not really anything special. It's just to get eyes on the channel. Maybe I should turn it to. Maybe I should become the new Zelda, but for Battlefield. But I don't have enough clips. Oh, man. Who cares? Who cares? Maybe I could. Maybe I should. That is the question. I think I could cherry pick some clips and throw it into shorts. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it right after this video. Thank you. Thank you, viewers. Thank you for telling me. Gonna go right into Canva and make some YouTube shorts. I love Canva, man. Talk about a website that's so underrated. Man, look at all these GD C4s. That person has 24 service stars with the C4s. That is a dedication to the C4 that I've never seen before. And I get this game's old, especially at the time of recording is 2024, so it's 13 years old, but man. When you're looking at this video and you're watching it and you're hearing me yap, you can see that how effective the Saiga is, especially in one-on-one engagements. It's weird because it's a semi-auto shotgun. Where you get trapped is the multi-engagements, unless you're getting behind a team, you're flanking them or whatever. Because, see, look at that, another one-on-one engagement, I'm just destroying. Because when you're shooting, again, you're not always getting one-hit kills. So if you're having to take multiple shots with a shotgun on one enemy, and there's like 2 or 3 in front of you, you're in for a bad time because that other person that's, you know, not being shot at, like, what are you doing? Gonna inevitably, you know, clap you. And I can just see C4s in the kill feed, and it's getting me jittery because I know my time soon will be near with the C4. A lot of assists with this gun. That's pretty typical with shotguns, though, especially like this, because you're dealing with, you know, hit markers from not being able to, you know, put them down. What's that? Have you ever watched Dexter? I hate when LaGuerta is looking at Deb, spoilers, and you know, Dexter's about to do the dang thing, and she's like, put him down. You know, LaGuerta, did she deserve better? I don't know. You tell me. You like Dexter? You tell me. I love Dexter. Dexter's really good, but I will say, I watched it for the third. It was my third watch through. Actually, it was my second. Yeah, it was my second full watch through. No, third. I lied. And I gotta say, I straight turned it off after a while. I made it to the season. It's actually kind of where I'm talking. I can't remember what season off the top of my head. It's where Dexter, or Deb, buys the beach house, and she now knows the spiel about Dexter, and it just became so far-fetched. And I laugh watching it because the first few seasons does this real good job of, like, Dexter's this real person who happens to also be a serial killer, but he works a full-time job, and he's got responsibilities, especially him in his life with, you know, Rita. And by the last few seasons, my man didn't even show up to work. He just out there vigilanting the whole time. I gotta take them out. Oh, you gotta watch my kids. I got a babysitter. It's plot devices everywhere. Not to say I don't enjoy it at times, because I love Dexter. I think I would have rather played Battlefield 3 than watch it. I wasted time when I could have been recording clips. I'm such a Melvin. What's wrong with me, man? Anyways, back to Battlefield 3. Enough with Dexter. The Saiga, I don't know if I could rank the shotguns in like a tier list. It's not near the top. It's also not near the bottom. I think I'd rather use the DAO, the DAO-15. The DAO, much more efficient up close. See how, like, I know it's going to sound totally peculiar because this is going to be some true nerd shit right here. But see how you're holding the Saiga like an AR-15, right? With the DAO a little bit lower, the line of sight, too, is a little bit lower. So you can hip fire that thing, see, for me at least, a little more efficiently. This, you know, it doesn't look, if you're just looking at the gun and not your reticle where you would be, you know, hip firing, it doesn't feel right. And I know it's like super Melvin-y to talk about things like this, but we're getting real here. If it doesn't feel right, then why are you using it? And that's what I come to with the Saiga, is yes, it is great, and it can be effective, but for me, personally, it just doesn't feel right. So that is why I didn't use it all the time. But you look at the game's actually getting pretty close. We're in one of those TDMs. This was well before, you know, the game's final month or so, which they shut off all the custom servers, so you had to use the dice-only servers. And ticket count was cray-cray. It's like 500, I believe. And it doesn't matter that people were raining down C4. We're just doing our best, you know. We're doing our darndest to make sure that we can pick up the W. I know it's super effed up, but I didn't even care about winning, losing when I was playing the second time. I was just trying to have fun, enjoy it, get some clips for the old 2U page. And that's really what it was about for me, so I didn't particularly, especially like TDM too, is, you know, yeah, there's an objective, but really you're just like, I'm trying to play good here. I'm not really caring about my teammates. I'm not really caring about the objective. I just want to get in there and do some killing, get some good gameplay, or at least record some good gameplay, and that's what I was concerned with. But the Saiga, overall, I'd say like a B, you know, it's good, it's not bad. Better than most. See, that person's got it right there. Flèche, extended mags. I don't know if I ran that or not, but if I didn't, I should have been. The only thing is I would have had an optic because I don't know if you know what the optic looks like with this one. It's just a little too close to the screen, right? It's too whack. You know which? Okay, gun with a good optic, but it's bad. The PDWR. Not a fan. It's just, it's not strong enough to have 20 rounds, you know. It's just duty. Did you see me how brave I was trying to take shots at that guy? So far away. It's so goofy, dude. But it is what it is. Is what it is. Now that the game is gone, I'm trying to think. Is there any shotguns that I missed? I didn't do like the underbarrel shotgun, which is pretty cool. The M26 Master, the one you could just have equipped in the medic. Should have done that because that thing's actually pretty powerful. I actually put in some work. It's actually such an efficient, you know, sidearm to have. You don't even have to rely on your secondary. You just whip that thing out. You clear a room with that dang old thing, Bobby. So that's cool. But I don't know. I like it. Of course, North Shore Cadals is optimized for this. I would say something like Metro as well. Metro being a funnel TU map makes this really good for, you know, defending the MCOMs on rush, because you can just kind of get to your spot, especially near the objective, and have people funnel towards you, and then you can really just, you know, pump them full of lead, which is it's fun, and that's why these, like, a lot of assists, like, that's what I'll say. It's like you get a lot of assists. It's why it's so fun using these weapons, because you do feel like you're in control of the map when you're playing good. You're like, they have to go through me. Dilly dilly. But that's it for me. You can see the game's over. I'm actually going to cut this commentary off a little bit short. Usually I yap all the way to the end, but I'm not going to do that today, and that's okay. But the 870, sorry, it just popped up on screen. The Saiga shotgun, did you use it? Did you like it? Will you use it? Just kidding, you can't. Well, maybe you can on PC. I'm the Failed Author. Again, weekly upload schedule, so if you're liking what you're hearing, you're liking what you're seeing, go ahead and follow along, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Your med kit.